So for today's tutorial, I will be taking the Taking to Brazil palette, and I'll be carving out my eyebrows and priming my lids with a tart tape shape in the shade Light. Making sure that I blend out the concealer really seamlessly, because you want to have a good base for the eyeshadow, because I will not be setting my shadow today. I find that when I don't set my shadow, the colors come off way more pigmented. So yeah, when I use colorful colors, I don't set my shadow. Now I'm just using my e.l.f. blending brush that I got for like $3, and it's my favorite brush to blend out concealer. So I'll be taking this light green shade on the top row, which is the 5th shade, and I'll just be blending that in, building it up with my Morphe and 441 brush. So after blending everything out seamlessly, this is how your base should look. Now I'm taking my 2nd shade, which is in the 3rd row, which is the 5th shade, this darker green, taking a smaller brush and blending that right on top, well, not right on top, but right under my transition shade, just to give that a gradient effect. So just build that color in just like how you did the first one, but try not to cover up your transition shade. What I like to do after going in with the 2nd shade, I like to take my 1st brush and go into that 1st shade and blend it out one more time, because sometimes you might lose that color from blending up so high. So you'll see me doing that throughout the video, adding another shade, then going back to the previous shade to blend it out, and that's how you blend shadow seamlessly, and that's how you get the most payoff. Now taking a even smaller brush, I'm going to dip into that same shade, and I'm also going to dip into black, the black that's at the very bottom, and I'm going to go in my crease and just blend that in my crease just to give it a more dark color. You want to make it high enough where you can see it, that dark shade, when you cut your crease. So be sure to blend out carefully, because this is a darker shade. I am blending in with the color black. So blend that in your crease and in the outer corner. And I go back and forth with the previous shade to blend that previous shade in more, just to give that more gradient effect. Then I'm going in with my 1st brush to blend in my transition shade. So a new technique that I learned to blend out dark shades, I just lightly feather over that dark shade just to blend it out even more. Oh my god, sorry about that. But just feather it and it's going to blend out even better. Sorry about that. I did notice that the edges of the shadow were kind of messy, and I did put tape on the other one off camera. So now what I'm doing is adding tape now. I'm placing the tape on the shadow. Then I'm going to peel it off to take some more eyeshadow off. Then I'm going to reapply it, and I'm going to peel it off and reapply it once more just to add the tape, because I did forget to add it the first time. So this is a trick that you can use. Don't think it's too late to add the tape. Just apply it and then peel it off, and then continue what you were doing. After I cut my crease, I'm going to go in with my second brush in that second green shade and just blend out that concealer with this light green shade. I'm going to go on top of this light green shade with a darker color right now, but you always want to go in with the lighter shade to give it a light to dark effect. Now I'm going to be using my metallic shadow. I got this metallic shadow for like $3 at the beauty supply. It is my favorite shadow, metallic shadow. It reminds me of this Stila metallic shadows, and it works just as good. I'm going to link down below the name of it, or I'm just going to link it. So now I'm going in my MAC pigment, this MAC lime green pigment. It's my first time actually using this pigment, and I actually really loved it. Now I'm just going over that light green, like I said, to darken that up. After that, I will add the light green pigment right before that dark shadow, just to give it, like I said, from a light dark effect. Now I'm taking that black and that green that I just used. I'm using that to dark out the outer edges of the shadow. So right here you will see me doing the feathering motion of the brush because I did go on with a darker shade and I use black. So I'm just feathering the brush where you see that dark shade to blend it out even more. So this is how this shadow should look after you get done blending everything out. It looks so good and so seamless. So now for my under eye, I'm going to be using that kind of bluish greenish shade right next to the light green shade that I've been using this whole entire time. I'm just going to take that in my waterline. Well, not really my waterline, but my bottom lash, and I'm just going to pack that on just to give it a different shade. Now this has like a blue undertone, which is so pretty, and I'm taking my lashes that I got from Wish a long time ago. As you can see, these lashes do have like some blue hairs in them, like you can't really tell for when you wear them. They're so cute. Now I'm adding my Revolution Pro HD highlighting palette. This is my favorite highlighting palette. It has 16 highlighting shades. So that is so freaking fun. So I'm basically all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this green cut crease look. And let me know if you're going to try it out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.